Long ago, before steel and smoke ruled the world, there was a time when the earth danced with the sky, a time when the wind carried stories and the trees whispered the names of gods. In those days, light was more than just brightness, it was spirit, and the two greatest spirits in the heavens were Luna, the moon, and Solar, the sun. They were not just lights in the sky, they were alive, ancient beings with hearts full of feeling. Luna was soft, wise, and gentle, watching over dreams and quiet places. Solar was bold, strong, and passionate, burning with purpose, guiding the waking world. Together, they balanced the breath of time, each rising when the other rested, never meeting, but always reaching. The people of Amok, a village nestled between wide rivers and deep hills, honored Luna and Solar as lovers. Every night, the children ran beneath the moonlight, laughing as they traced the glow on the river's surface. And every morning, farmers knelt and raised their faces to the sun, whispering prayers of thanks. The elders told tales of how the moon and sun once danced in the sky, chasing each other for eternity, but not all hearts celebrated. Deep in the forest, where even the owls were afraid to perch, lived a man named Bako. Once a healer, Bako had grown bitter. The world had forgotten him. His wisdom ignored, his herbs no longer sought. He watched the sky and saw how even the clouds moved aside for Luna and Solar. And in that jealousy, he made a decision that would change the heavens. "If I cannot be worshipped," Bako muttered, grinding dry bones into powder, "then I will tear the worship from the sky itself." He began to study the stars, sleeping by day, waking by night. He listened to the winds, read the patterns of falling leaves, and gathered forbidden roots under eclipses. Slowly, he built a spell, a trap, a silent cage, strong enough to bind the light. And just as Bako plotted below, something unusual stirred above. Luna, the moon herself, began to gaze more closely at the world of humans. She was curious, not of their offerings or songs, but of their hearts. She had seen them suffer, laugh, love, and lose, but she had never walked among them. And so, cloaked in human form, she descended one night, silent as a shadow, wrapped in silver mist. In the village of Amok, she met Mira. Mira was a girl of no great fame. She had no mother, no father, only the memory of lullabies and the strength of her own spirit. She lived with the old weaver woman and spent her days tending goats and singing to herself in the grass. She saw beauty in small things: a beetle's shell, the ripple of fish in a pot, the soft sigh of wind through leaves. When Luna saw Mira, she was drawn like tide to shore. "Why do you smile, little one, when the world has given you so little?" Luna asked one night as they sat beside the river. Mira shrugged. "Because even when the sun forgets me, the moon still finds me." Luna said nothing, but in her heart, something stirred. Night after night, she returned to Mira and their friendship blossomed. They told stories, shared laughter, and sat in the silence that only true companionship allows. To Mira, the woman she called Luni was just a stranger with kind eyes and a voice like water. She never imagined her friend was the very moon above her. But while Luna walked the earth, Solar noticed the change. The moon's light dimmed. Her rise became late. Her glow, once full and round, now came in broken pieces. Solar grew restless. He searched the skies, and when he could not find Luna, his warmth turned to flame. The days grew hotter, harsher. Plants withered beneath his gaze. Birds no longer sang in the heat. Even time seemed to pause under his fury. And in the forest, Bako waited. One evening, as Luna sat with Mira beside the fire, she removed a silver bangle from her wrist. It shimmered faintly in the dark, etched with tiny runes that pulsed like heartbeats. "This is yours now," Luna said, pressing it into Mira's hand. "A small gift for your large heart." "But it's beautiful," Mira whispered. "I can't. You already have," Luna smiled. "Just promise me. Keep it close. And keep it secret." But the forest sees what eyes miss. Bako followed Luna's path like a wolf. That very night, disguised in the shape of an old man. He came to Mira. "My child," he said with a voice like rustling leaves, "that bangle you wear carries danger. It is not meant for mortal hands." Mira, uncertain, clutched it. "It was a gift." "And gifts," Bako whispered, "can carry curses." He told her a tale of a goddess falling to earth, of spirits angry with her betrayal. He wrapped truth in lies like meat in leaves. Mira, unsure, looked at the bangle one last time, then gave it up. With that single act, the trap was set. When Luna next returned, she walked into Bako's circle of fire and shadow. The silver bangle held high in Bako's hand, pulsed with her own power, turned against her. The forest went still. The moon's glow flickered. "You stole from the heavens!" Bako hissed. "But now the heavens fall to me!" Luna cried out, not in fear, but in heartbreak. Above, Sola saw her fall, saw her light dim. But instead of saving her, he turned his face away. To him, her descent to earth was betrayal. His anger ignited the skies. Fires broke out in distant lands. Crops burned. Wells ran dry. People prayed, wept, begged for mercy, but the sun only burned brighter. And the moon, once free and glowing, now hid behind clouds, behind shadow, behind silence. Mira, hearing the village cry, sought out the truth. She wandered for days into the deep forest, following the echoes of Luna's laughter, now lost. She found Bako's circle, now abandoned, and there, in the ashes, lay the silver bangle, dim, cold, lifeless. Holding it close, Mira wept, but the sky was listening. That night, Luna appeared in a dream, pale, tired, but still beautiful. "You did not fail me," she whispered. "You reminded me what it means to love." "Then why do you hide?" Mira asked, sobbing. "Because some wounds do not fade when the sun rises." Mira awoke and climbed to the top of the sacred peak, barefoot, heart full. There, she raised the bangle to the sky and sang the song Luna had taught her, soft, ancient, filled with longing. And Luna answered. She rose, whole and radiant, lighting up the world in full for the first time in years. Rivers sparkled, trees shivered with joy, even the stars bowed in silence. And from the other end of the world, Sola paused. For a moment, just one. They faced each other again, Luna and Sola, moon and sun. Their silence spoke of love, of pride, of pain. And then, as always, Sola rose, and Luna turned away. From that day on, the moon never showed her full face again. She waxed and waned, hid and peaked, a quiet reminder of what was lost. But on the nights when she is full, just for a few hours, some say she is listening, watching, waiting. And when you look up and wonder why the moon hides her face, now you know.